Or Senada?
And the mayor will call you up.
Okay. Hi, Diane.
Oh, yeah. Well, that would be nice. I remember. I mean, yeah, just because we switch it, makes you know where it stands.
All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to call this meeting to order, and we'll begin with the roll call. But first, I'm going to ask the city attorney to report back out on our closed session that we had prior to.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. The city council met in closed session regarding a potential litigation matter. Information was provided to the council by staff, and the city council provided direction to staff. I have nothing else to report.
Thank you very much. Madam Clerk, would you call the roll?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Councilmember, I'll take row. Councilmember Spencer. Present. Councilmember Popescu.
Here.
Councilmember Rigsby.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Daly. He's not here today.
He's here. I think he had to use the restroom.
Oh, okay. Mayor Duper.
Present.
We have a quorum. Thank you.
All right. We're going to start off with the invocation and pledge of allegiance led by Dr. Rigsby.
Lord, we thank you for your leadership of our city in the past, and we thank you for that same leadership in the future. Help us tonight. Give us wisdom and discernment as we discuss city issues. And once again, we thank you for your leadership of our town. In your name, amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. City Manager, are there any items to be added or deleted?
No, sir.
All right, this brings us to the public participation section of our agenda. This is for non-agendized items. Each speaker is limited to 3 minutes pursuant to the Brown Act. No action or discussion can be taken by the City Council, Housing Authority, or successor agency. Madam Clerk, do we have any speakers?
Yes, we do, Mr. Mayor. We have Pedro Zelaya.
Do I come over here?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. So, good evening, City Council members. My name is Pedro, and I am a junior student in social work program at Cal State University San Bernardino. As part of our community advocacy project, our group and I focus on the needs of residents in Loma Linda. Through surveys and engagement, we identified several concerns among residents. The most common issue include the rising cost of living, traffic, and overcrowding at the medical center. Additionally, many residents shared that food costs are a growing burden, with some reporting they had to cut back mostly on meat in order to stay within budget. Our goal is to advocate for improved quality of life by increasing access to affordable resources and addressing the gaps found in supporting systems. As part of our efforts, we also volunteered at the Ronald McDonald House, where we saw firsthand the importance of providing temporary housing and support for families facing medical challenges. This experience showed us the need for increasing fundings for programs that assist vulnerable populations. Our strategic plan includes raising awareness of these issues, collaborating with community organizations, and encouraging partnerships that can help expand resources such as food assistance and family support services. We also hope to continue engaging residents to ensure their voices are heard in future planning decisions. We respectfully ask for your support in exploring ways to address these concerns, whether through funding, partnerships, or policy consideration that prioritize the well-being of the residents. Thank you for your time and your commitment to serving our community.
Thank you, sir. Good job. Madam Clerk, do we have any others?
No, I don't have anyone else who registered to speak.
Okay. We're going to move on to section 2, which are presentations, beginning with 2A, a proclamation for Donate Life Month. Ms. Mance.
Good evening, Mayor, City Council, community members. My name is Kat, and I am honored to be here representing One Legacy, our local organ procurement organization serving San Bernardino County. On behalf of our entire community, I want to sincerely thank the City of Loma Linda for your continued support of organ, eye, and tissue donation, and for recognizing the importance of this cause through your proclamation again this year. Your leadership helps raise awareness, encourages meaningful conversations, and ultimately saves lives. There are currently over 107,000 people waiting for a life-saving organ. 20% of those live here in California. For me, this mission is deeply personal. As you probably recall, my 11-year-old son, Christopher, became an organ donor. In the midst of unimaginable loss, our family made the decision to say yes. And because of that decision, lives were not only saved, but families were given hope in moments where there once was none. I have had the incredible honor of meeting all 3 of his organ recipients, the individuals who received his kidneys, his liver, and his pancreas. To stand in front of them, to see their families, to watch them smile, to witness the lives they are now able to live is something I will carry with me forever. In those moments, you realize that donation doesn't just save lives, it connects them. My son's legacy is living on through each of them in every milestone that they meet, in every memory that they make. That is the true power of organ, eye, and tissue donation. Because of communities like Loma Linda, More people are learning about the importance of registering as donors and having those important conversations with their loved ones. Thank you again for your continued partnership, your compassion, and for helping families like mine turn loss into life and legacy. Thank you.
Thank you. Do you want to come up and? Yes, sir.
Before we do the formal presentation, I share the personal issues that you're describing. 8 years ago, I lost a son, and we worked with One Life and donated organs and so forth. They have been entirely supportive, very professional, and it's a good organization. So I'm sorry for your loss.
And
I can empathize, but it's a good organization, and they've kept in touch far better than I thought they would, because that's a long time ago now.
Well, it's true. Organ donation isn't just about that time, and One Legacy isn't just about recovering organs. It's really about supporting those families.
Yeah.
And I, 8.5 years later, am also continually being supported by them. It is so wonderful to hear the same from you.
I have many family members that are recipients of organs, so I just wanted to say thank you so much for what you do. And I think she has a picture
Oh,
here.
my son Christopher. I wear him little here, but I thought you guys could finally meet Christopher. Yeah. Thank you. You should. You should. Is there any possible way I could figure one of you to maybe take a picture? Thank you kindly. Oh, we can take. Let me grab my key. Awesome. Thank you again. Thank you so much. Always an honor.
All right, in keeping with the theme of preservation of life, we also have a proclamation on Child Abuse Prevention Month. Zenadia Brown. Did I say it right?
That was close enough.
Okay.
That's good. Very good. Thank you. Good afternoon, and thank you so much for having me here tonight. I am not a resident of Loma Linda. However, I raised my daughter at the Campus Hill Church in this city for many, many years. So thank you for having me. And today I'm here on behalf of San Bernardino County Children's Network. We are the prevention arm of the Department of Children and Family Services. And so today I'm honored and I'm thankful, honored because this proclamation means a lot. And so on behalf of Children's Network or families or children, I just want to thank you for your commitment to raising awareness and preventing child abuse. I just want to share some numbers. Our San Bernardino County hotline received over 30,000 child abuse calls in the year 2025. Over 30,000. That's more than the population of some cities, right? And of those calls, 286 were specific to the city of Loma Linda. It sounds high. However, in 2024, there were 331 calls coming from the city of Loma Linda, so we had a drop. So I commend you. We're definitely moving the needle in the right direction. And I just want to share something that Frederick Douglass, a quote from Frederick Douglass. It says, "It is easier to build strong children than to repair broken men." That was true in his time. It is true for our time. It takes a village. It takes every single one of us Children are not their children. It's not my children. It's our children. And so we can only build strong men, strong children when we work together. So thank you for highlighting child abuse awareness in 2026.
Thank you.
Okay.
You want to come up and
Okay, I need to go up.
take the certificate? Thank you both for coming out. All right, we're going to move on to section 3, which is our public hearing items. We basically just have one item with some multiple recommendations behind it. But this is going to be from community development.
Okay. Good evening, Mayor Duper, council members, members of the public. My name is Lorena Matarita, and I'll be presenting Master Development Application 2024-0014 for the Mountain View Business Center project, which is a new commercial development request that includes a general plan amendment, zone change, tentative parcel map, conditional use permit, precise plan of design, and a master sign program. I'll try my best to be brief with the presentation. But before getting into details, I do want to note that the Planning Commission reviewed the project on March 18th, and they unanimously recommended approval with a few conditions that have since been addressed, and I'll summarize those at the end. Okay. The project site is a 4.3-acre vacant lot located just south of the 10 freeway, east of Mountain View Avenue, and north of Business Center Drive. It's currently zoned Business Park and is surrounded by the freeway to the north, office and county uses to the south and east, and commercial uses across Mountain View Avenue to the west, which is the red highlighted portion. Because gas stations and hotels aren't allowed in the business park zone, the applicant is requesting to change the designation to general commercial, also known as C2. This would allow the hotel by right and permit the gas station and drive-throughs with a conditional use permit. The C2 designation is consistent with the commercial uses across Mountain View Avenue and fits with the city's existing pattern of freeway-oriented development. The project also includes a tentative parcel map to divide the site into 4 parcels. Parcel 1 would be the gas station and convenience store. Parcels 2 and 3 would each be a fast food drive-through, and parcel 4 would be the hotel. All parcels would share access and circulation throughout the site. The site plan meets all development standards, including setbacks, parking, and landscaping. The layout separates the project into 2 main areas: retail along Mountain View Avenue on the western or on the left hand of the screen, and the hotel on the eastern side. The project provides 201 total parking spaces, exceeding the required 155 by 46 spaces. Access is provided via 2-way driveway on Business Center Drive and a right-in only entrance from Mountain View Avenue that is consistent and compliant with Public Works requirement to prevent congestion near the freeway on-ramp. It has been designed similar to the one that you see off of Anderson and Redlands Boulevard. Each fast food restaurant is configured with a drive-through and requires a conditional use permit for approval, as previously mentioned. elevations. So the commercial buildings feature a contemporary design with varied roof lines, articulated parapets, cobblestone veneer accents, two-piece mission tile roofing, stucco finishes, and tower elements at building entries and drive-through windows. Both commercial buildings reach a maximum height of 23 feet 6 inches, and the gas station canopy is 20 feet. The convenience store is about 6,900 square feet and includes typical features like a sales floor, cooler, office space, as you can see, with plenty of windows for good visibility and natural light. Next to it is a 1,650 square feet restaurant shell designed to allow flexibility for a future tenant. On the bottom right hand of the screen, you see in the yellow area, highlighted it in yellow, the convenience store, and right next to it is the fast food restaurant shell. Here's a rendering of the gas station canopy, which will include 8 pump islands offering 16 total fueling position. And right now, 76 Gas is the anticipated operator. The second drive-through restaurant is expected to be a Starbucks. It's a 1,865 square foot standalone building designed to meet the brand's standards, and it will keep with the same type of material and coloring though. The 4-story hotel is anticipated to be developed by Liveaway Suites, known for targeting the economy to mid-scale market. The building totals 59,712 square feet and offers 126 guest rooms across the 4 floors. The design incorporates EIFS material with white and charcoal-colored paneling, dark gray brick, wood siding accents, and asphalt gray shingles. The height is just under 49 feet, which exceeds the standard limit, but is allowed with a conditional use permit. This is consistent with the other nearby hotel developments, such as the Courtyard Marriott, which stands at 51 feet. And this is just another rendering of the Liveaway Suites. The landscape plan includes perimeter planting with 41 parking lot streets and 31 street trees, featuring species such as red yucca, dwarf Texas ranger, and palo verde. In total, there are over 35,000 square feet of landscaping across the site. Decorative planters are also incorporated throughout, and all irrigation will comply with the city's water efficiency requirements. The Master Sign Program establishes sign standards across the development. It includes 2 monument signs, one at the Mountain View Avenue entrance, which will display gas prices, and a tenant monument at the Business Center Drive entrance, each with a maximum height of 8 feet and 40 square feet of area. The freeway visible pylon sign is proposed at 70 feet, which exceeds the typical 40 feet max limit, but the applicant has justified it based on freeway visibility and similar signage nearby, which the code permits upon a master sign program approval. Caltrans also reviewed the pylon sign, and they had no concerns with it. So CEQA. So per CEQA, a mitigated negative declaration was prepared and circulated for public review. Most impacts were found to be less than significant, and mitigation required in areas like biology, cultural resources, noise, and traffic. With those measures in place, all impacts are reduced to a less than significant, and a monitoring program will be implemented during construction. Measure V. A traffic analysis was conducted consistent with Measure V requirements. Most study area intersections will continue to operate at an acceptable level of service with project traffic. Those already impacted will not worsen. One intersection by Mountain View and Redlands will require mitigation, and it will be addressed through a fair share contribution as outlined in the mitigation monitoring reporting program that was with your packet. A separate queuing study also confirmed that the proposed drive-through lanes have enough capacity and won't block circulation on site. The project was presented to Planning Commission on March 18th with unanimous approval. They requested a few refinements, including adjustments to circulation, parking layout, and building design details, most of which have been addressed and has been presented to you as part of the packet. Public noticing for tonight's hearing was completed per state law and city code, and no public comments were received. So in closing, this project will turn a vacant site into an active commercial area serving both freeway travelers and local residents. It's expected to create around 250 jobs and generate ongoing revenue through sales taxes, along with one-time permit and development impact fees. Based on the analysis in the staff report, staff and the Planning Commission recommend that the City Council approve the project and associated entitlements listed on the screen, subject to the findings and conditions outlined in the report. If you choose to move forward with the approval tonight, then the motion could be to approve staff recommendation as outlined in the staff report, or you could read what's on the screen or on your in your agenda packet. So this concludes my presentation. Staff and the applicant team is available for questions. Thank you.
Questions or comments? Mr. Popescu?
Do we have a timeline as to when they're going to break ground, or is this just being entitled and they're trying to find an actual builder?
I will invite the applicant to present us with the timeline.
Good evening, council members. I've been under the weather a little bit, so my apologies. As far as the timeline for construction, we are actually general contractors ourselves. We do all of our projects. We build all of our projects. So we're hoping as soon as we have the building permit, we can start. So.
And my only other clarification question, and it's probably not for you, but the mitigation for Measure V, their fair share was only $360. Is that a typo, or what am I missing there?
No, that is correct. For each light for traffic signalization, it just needs it's just $5,000.
And their portion
So
is only $360?
their portion is 1.8% of the total $20,000 to do the 5 lights or the 4 lights that are cost $5,000 per light for synchronization.
Okay. Hopefully that will maybe improve the synchronization of that light, because that light is not working well most of the time at Mountain View. Traffic gets backed up all the way to Reynolds Boulevard.
No, he's talking about Redlands Boulevard light.
Yeah, but I would imagine it's synchronizing both lights, the Mountain View off-ramp and the Center Drive, correct? Or am I not correct on that?
Well, I think the problem with the off-ramp is it's still a Caltrans light, and so that's what screws us up.
Well, I know, but
I have been working with Caltrans, and the signal at Anderson and Redlands is getting better, so I will work on this one with them. Yes.
yeah, well, it's been an ongoing issue, but I'm sure that this project, maybe it's an opportunity to actually fix it, but.
Okay.
What are the 2 fast food? One is Starbucks. What's the other? Do they know?
Buc-ee's? Are we getting Buc-ee's? See, that's why I throw rumors
What
out
is
there.
that? I don't even know what that is.
The second fast food has not been penciled in as of yet. There's a number of tenants that we're talking to at the moment. So hopefully that really doesn't answer your question, but that's where we stand right now.
So TBD.
TBD.
All right. Any questions on this side? Dr. Daly? Maybe they have a question.
A couple of comments. I took the opportunity this afternoon to meet with Jarb and learn about this project. And the 2 comments are, one, my principal concern is traffic. As a frequent user of that Mountain View, Redlands, Business Center Drive, I-10 freeway interchange, I mean, it is a mess. Not every day, but frequently, because these trucks come down typically going eastbound to get off the freeway and then park themselves in the middle of the intersection and everybody's going around them. It's problematic. Now, so first comment is Councilman Rigsby and I have talked about this. He was on Sandbag for years, and I've more recently been on Sandbag. And my understanding is the complexities of who owns what and who's responsible for what makes this complicated. Is that fair? Yes. And we used to have all four of those corners of the intersection of I-10 and Mountain View were open, and we could have done some things, but to facilitate the on-ramp and off-ramp of vehicles. Those days are past us now, and so I've begrudgingly accepted that. Having said that, so we are where we are. Having said that, frequently when I'm headed to meetings outside of Loma Linda, I'll take Redlands Boulevard down to Tippecanoe to get on the freeway because it's so boogered up at Mountain View. So I am concerned about the traffic issues. Having said that, that's not the fault of the developer. I mean, that's something we were unable or ineffective in handling in prior years. Now we are where we are. I was also at the meeting a couple of weeks ago where you presented this proposal to the City Planning Commission. And I see you've made a number of modifications on the plan out of deference to their concerns and issues. So I appreciate you collaborating with the city to try to minimize some of the issues that we really have concerns about. The other thing I will say is that one of the issues we have in Loma Linda is our primary industry is healthcare, and we can't tax healthcare. So we have a revenue issue, and so gasoline stations produce good revenue, hotels produce good revenue, so that's in the best interest of the city. So after factoring all these different issues together, I support the project and appreciate, again, your willingness to be collaborative in planning it with the city, but also expressing a deep concern about the intensity of the traffic issues we have at Mountain View and the I-10 freeway. And I don't know how we're going to resolve that or if we're ever going to resolve it, but it is a problem. It is a huge problem where not every morning, but some mornings when I'm down there and the traffic to get onto the I-10 is backed up almost or fully to Redlands Boulevard. It's not every morning, but it's a mess. And you've got cars changing lanes and so forth. And I'm frustrated as a council member that we haven't been able to effectively negotiate our way through that kind of a problem. But it is a problem. But having said that, I support the project and again express appreciation that you've been willing to work with the Planning Commission and the city in pulling this project together. So thank you.
Okay. Just a quick comment. I've thought forever this is a gold mine for somebody to put a gas station right there. Obviously, I was one of, I think, all of us in unison that we're want to be very careful about not adding to the traffic, and I think we've accomplished that by the right turn in only, no exit onto Mountain View. But you're going to capture all of these healthcare people leaving work, and if you probably don't get out there in the evening too much, Ron, but in the evening it backs up almost all the way across the bridge. And so let's see, people leaving, especially if they didn't fill up on the way to work and they want to get some coffee for the drive home, you're going to make a lot of money, I think, there. So congratulations. I appreciate you working with us as well, obviously based on what Ron was talking about and the traffic concerns and whatnot. I'm a little bit concerned with the hotel chain not because I have a specific concern about them, but I just don't know anything about them. And so, will you have direct kind of influence over that hotel as it is run, or how will that work? Yeah, please come up. So, obviously, my background is public safety, and so, you know, if hotels can be a great thing, and they can, if they have the right clientele, can be very positive for a community, especially here with all the healthcare stuff. But sometimes they can also attract things that we don't want.
So Live Away is the tenant that they're very serious, and they presented to us exactly what they want to do for the project. We have not closed the doors on others, and we are working diligently. We have not penciled in anything at all with Live Away as of yet. As a matter of fact, they were supposed to come tomorrow evening for further visit with the commissioners. And I purposely postponed that because I'm talking to other hotel operators. So hopefully we can make some changes on that as well.
Yeah, and I don't know. You know, I've never had any experience with them. I just tried Googling it right now, and it didn't see much. But that's only my concern is that we don't develop a place that can be attractive to folks that we don't necessarily need in our community. That's all.
Sure. I just want to make a comment. Jarb, Lorena, Gabrielle, the entire team, thank you so much. It was because of all your hard work and support that we got this far, at least. So thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for coming out. All right. I will entertain a motion. I'll ask the city attorney, can we do this in one swoop like we have done before?
Yep.
So if
You
that
can do
makes it
it how you want.
enticing for anybody to make that motion?
Mr. Mayor, this is a public hearing.
Oh, yes, we do need to open the public. Opening the public hearing, is there anyone from the public who wishes to speak on this matter? Don't hold yourself back. Come running down. No? Okay. We'll close the public hearing and move on to a motion. Come on, we made it enticing. You only have to do one.
Move the staff recommendation.
Dr. Daly, you're going to follow up with that? Awesome. Thank you very much, sir. All right, Madam Clerk, we have a first and a second for the all-encompassing one fell swoop.
Thank you. The motion was going to be pretty lengthy, though. The motion is to adopt the initial study mitigated negative declaration and mitigated measures monitoring and reporting program prepared pursuant to CEQA for the proposed commercial development, to adopt as recommended Council Bill R-2026-11, waiving the reading in its entirety and directing to read by title only, a resolution of the City Council of the City of Loma Linda, California, amending the land use map of the adopted general plan to change the land use designation of one parcel from business park to general commercial at an approximately 4.3 acre site located at the northeast corner of Mountain View Avenue and Business Center Drive, identified by assessor parcel number 0292-451-14, general plan amendment number 2024-002, and introduced as recommended Council Bill O-2026-05, excuse me, on first reading, waiving the reading in its entirety and read by title only, and setting the second reading to May 12th, 2026, an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Loma Linda, amending the official zoning map to change a parcel map from business park to general commercial C2 for an approximately 4.3 acre site located at the northeast corner of Mountain View Avenue and Business Center Drive, identified by assessor parcel number 0292-451-14, zone change number 2024-001. Approve the tentative track map 2024-0002 to subdivide a 4.3 acre vacant site under parcel map number 20665 into 4 parcels to accommodate the different proposed land uses. And to approve precise plan and design application PPD 2024-0002 for the review of architectural elevations and site configuration for 2 fast food restaurants with drive-throughs, a 6,900 square foot convenience store with gas station, and a 4-story, 59,712 square foot hotel, along with associated landscaping and street improvements. Approve a conditional use permit 2024-002 to allow the operations of 2 fast food restaurants with drive-through facilities and the gas station as conditionally permitted uses at the site, allowing the fast food restaurant uses to operate from 5 a.m. to 11 p.m., as well as allowing the height of the hotel to exceed 35 feet, and to approve master sign program number 2025-0032. Actions are based on the findings and subject to the conditions of approval contained in the staff report. I will take your vote, please. One thing, you may have to double tap if it doesn't register. Oh, it registered.
Oh, I don't know. This was way quicker than it's ever been before.
That's great.
So they must have done a software update.
Yes, I'll report at the end.
Okay.
Motion carried unanimously. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you very much. All right, well, moving on to the consent calendar.
I'll move it.
All right, we have a first and a second with a comment. You want to comment first?
Oh, thank you. Oh, express appreciation to both the city and Omnitrans to add some sidewalks and bus stops with shade on them, because I feel bad when I drive around as a member of the Omnitrans board and see people sitting out in the hot sunshine with their wagons and bags and so forth. So I think this is a step in the right direction. And I think we kind of split the cost of this, don't we? I mean, they cover the shelter and we expand the sidewalk.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think that's a good deal. So I support it and appreciate it.
Awesome, thank you. All right, Madam Clerk, we did have a first and a second.
Motions to approve the consent calendar items as presented. Please vote. Motion carried unanimously. Thank you.
Thank you. Moving on to Section 5, new business, and this is to approve an appropriation for our community survey. Mr. City Manager.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So back in February 10 of this year, the City Council directed staff to prepare a request for proposal to find a consultant that can help the city with the community survey. The purpose of the survey is to ask the Loma resident, the student, the workers, the visitor, to gather information and get a feedback for how they're satisfied with our city and what we should do in the futures. So we sent out a request proposal to 4 firms specialized in doing this community survey, and we received 2 proposals, and the committee reviewed both proposals, and we have selected the National Research Center to do the survey, but at a cost of $36,000 with the contingency of $4,000. So the city staff requested we approve an appropriation of $40,000 from general fund balance and fund for this study.
Okay. Any questions or comments?
Jarb, when was the last time we did the survey?
Back when Floyd Peterson was here, I think it's over. I've been here 25 years. I think it was 24 years. Yeah. So.
I know this answer. Yes, it's about 20 years because I was one of the grad students that had to do the survey he was one of the professors at the university. So yeah, it's been about 20 years.
Okay, look for a motion.
I make a motion.
Do you have a second? We have first and a second. Madam Clerk?
Motion is to approve an appropriation of $40,000 from general fund reserves and award a contract to National Research Center, POLCO, to conduct a community survey. Please vote. Motion carried. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Moving on to section 6, reports of council members.
So I have two reports. One is apparently the homeless community has moved in again in the Wash. This time they have added tarp and I guess privacy material. So they asked that I bring this up to you guys. I think that tree, there's a volunteer tree in that area that appears to be a regular site for tree forts.
Yes, is ongoing issues. As a matter of fact, we work with the Hope team this week to remove a homeless camp on the east side of the Mountain View Bridge behind the Spanish church. So, and again, we just moved them and
So
they
now-
just move over. So
Now they're back.
Yeah,
Now they've
yeah.
moved back, but I
so
said
but
I
at
would
least
bring
be
it.
consistent
Yeah.
and we keep it clean. So.
I don't know if they can remove that tree or do something because that tree is the hot spot where they go and use it to prop up whatever, protect from the rain, anything possible, they use that tree. So I said, the other angle, the other item, I've received a number of emails, and I'm not sure all the details of it, other than there is some ongoing issues with surrounding communities about donkeys, some of the injuries to, I don't know if you've heard some of the injuries to donkeys, and they've asked that I bring it forward and
Yes,
see.
my staff went to that meeting, that public hearing. Yes, I went. I mean, my staff went. So,
Okay.
So we work with the county, Riverside County, and city of Colton, Moreno Valley, and to prevent that from people hurting the donkeys. So.
Okay, thank you, John.
The pictures are pretty brutal.
Yeah, you
I've had some
seen,
sent to me as well, but
apparently somehow the donkeys are being attacked. And so they're trying to make sure what we're doing to prevent, if it happens in our city. I don't think it's necessarily happening in our city so much as that donkeys may come here for a sanctuary. But I don't have all the details.
Right. When my staff went to that hearing,
Uh-huh.
they said that because the donkey was still alive, they don't know where to get hurt, so they're still walking. So when they found it, it might happen miles away, 2 miles away. So we don't know.
Are they working on strategy or our cities, something that we
Yes,
can do
I
to
think
help
so.
support?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
do we have a donkey issue again? Because I know they come
Not-
down
not
here from
this year.
time to time, but usually when we get some rain, they stay up in the
Yeah,
hills.
not this year, not yet anyway. So, but we have experience now. We corralled them, we moved them a couple years
Yeah.
ago. So
This is more dramatic. I mean, some of the pictures are really gross, sliced off ears and that kind of stuff. Usually I don't hear about it until they start pooping in people's yards. Then I hear a lot about it.
Yeah,
So
this
I
one, they
assume-
think that they're using dog fighting or something. They're training them to attack the donkeys. So I don't, yeah, if there's anything we can do, I would like to hear back what we plan to do.
Any other comments? Reports from officers? Let's talk about the new system.
Yes. So I wanted to let everyone know that we did have a recent hardware upgrade that was completed for all your monitors so that the agenda management software system would operate much more fully and more efficiently. I provided you with just a little summary of some of the features that you've had but have been very sluggish when you try to use any of those features. So now everything is operating immediate. You can widen your screen. You can view staff reports throughout the meeting. Attachments for the consent calendar. I showed you steps on viewing all the staff reports. So these are features you can access here and now. So yes, it's going quickly. I mean, everything is moving very smoothly, so I'm happy that that's working and it worked well
Watch
today.
this.
Yes.
So when we
Yes.
got it brand new, it worked really great for like the first meeting, and then just
Yeah, it started going downhill. And we also, I know our IT department was also working to for some other improvements. I can't give you I don't know those details, but I know we've had problems with the microphones, but they did some changes to where we shouldn't have any problems with our microphones. because we don't want that to happen, especially with the SB 707 coming up in July. We don't need any technical difficulties. Second item is we do have to adjourn to a joint workshop with the Budget Committee. That meeting has been scheduled for April 21st. That will be in the community room. So I think we normally meet about 6 p.m. And that's on a Tuesday evening. So our council will have to adjourn to that meeting tonight. That's all I have.
Okay. Jarb, anything else?
No, sir, we've been working on the budget, so try to get the numbers.
Well, you got a whole week. All right, so we are going to adjourn to next Tuesday night.